Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.2.1, and where we left off on the USA campaign. And well, where we left off, we did have the threat of a crash, but we were moving slowly but surely forwards through the Pacific, taking several Japanese islands and aiming towards possibly Iwo Jima in 1941, which will be quite the comeback. Now, we are also invading Saipan at the moment, and I'm hoping we can take that relatively quickly because we do, get a fair amount of Pacific momentum for owning and taking these islands. So if we take Saipan, that's going to be a big boost. And then if we take Iwo Jima, that's going to be a big boost. And then I'm going to start planning out, I think, an invasion of Formosa and Nago from the Philippines. I want to consolidate and control these islands, and then consider an attack towards the mainland once our additional units start coming online in early 1942. Now, the UK is having some major problems. They are moving into India at Dhaka, and yes, we are looking like we're probably going to be overwhelmed in that part of the world because of a naval invasion centered around Madras and Pondicherry. So I think the British have got a lot of problems, to be honest with you, and I think it's only a matter of time before India falls. So yeah, none of these things are particularly good. I'm going to put it on speed 3, just because we are keeping a bit of a... Well, we're just having a little look at a few things. See, there's some transport ships that have been dealt with. And yeah, there was that reinforcement of that garrison, which is very frustrating, but we are using naval bombing to help deter and destroy, so hopefully that'll help out a little bit. And I don't want to do a metal for money trade, and I can see that we have got a little bit of... there we go. Has that resolved it? It has. And we've still got a really good officer ratio as well, so these things are all really positive. And yeah, it is literally just a few transport ships that are left. Oh, I can see that we've got some enemy combatants going over. Let's get our planes. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong button. I was like, why are my planes not coming up? Right, there we go. We need to defend that landing craft flotilla. Okay, so we did lose some more battleships, but we did take out another one of their battleships, which is very important. And we didn't lose any of our landing craft, which is another key thing. And then what we're going to do is we are going to move back our units here. Right, so I can see that we've actually come across several carriers, which is quite interesting. Right, let's try and do a little bit of support strike. Carry on this attack. Now, we could pull back a little bit, and the only reason I mention it is because our battleships are looking a little bit under pressure. And I don't care if they take the Aleutian Islands, that's not a problem. Because we're not going to lose anything out of that. But the opportunity to sink some carriers is definitely not a bad thing, although we are losing ships. You know what? We're gonna actually stop this because it could be a real problem. It could be a real problem if that happens. Let's get our carriers back. And send some support from these units. Come on. We're going to lose everything. If we're not careful. Right, you guys. Get on back. No, you're not moving to Saipan. Stop it. And yeah, we did just lose some Marines, which is not good. And we're going to reserve over here. And luckily we've got Marines there as well. So the 1st Marine Division did take a little bit of a hammering. Okay. Right, so our ships are back in port, and we are due some more light cruisers out relatively soon. And they can't really come soon enough, to be honest with you. Saipan's a pain in the arse to try and take. Although the game is frozen, maybe? Yeah, it is. It's dead. And we're back in the world of the living after that crash. So, yeah, I've decided to fall back from Saipan because this is a pretty sizable garrison. And they are attempting to actually try and dislodge us from Tianan, which is kind of bizarre. I'm a little bit surprised, but hey, they can give it a go. They're going to waste a huge amount of organisation if they do that. So, yeah, I'm not sure if this is really the best move by the AI. But, hey, who am I to decline them their opportunity to try and take us out? I mean, Van der Grift is taking a little bit of a hammering, to be fair. Like, yeah, it's not a small battle, that. Now, we could, if we wanted, send over a little bit of tactical air support. So, I'm actually thinking I'm going to send some bombers. Okay, so one of them made it through without any major troubles. And the other one, not so much. But what we're going to do is we are going to do a little bit of ground attack. And they're sending some additional support. How very frustrating. I don't really want to lose these Marine divisions, to be completely honest with you, just because there's an island above them that they can somehow attack over. If I had a little bit of feedback, it's why are these two islands connected? Or crossing straight, that doesn't seem particularly useful or helpful, but whatever. Like, how are they crossing this distance when they have no ships and things? Kind of doesn't make much sense. Okay. did launch an air attack mission. Doesn't seem like that's going particularly well. And yeah, India is going about as poorly as you might imagine. We could send our fleet out to stop this. And I'm kind of debating doing that. Yeah, so they had a landing craft there. And to stop them from breaking my marine unit. Although, is that not stopping it? Like, you can't attack if you've got... I guess you can't move forwards if you've got support like that. That's probably what it is. Okay, let's just... Right, we have found an enemy fleet, but it looks like we've... yeah, we've destroyed it. That's good. And, oh! Okay. I saw something positive there pop up. And I just want to get to the point where we've got some more light, or some more light cruisers ready so that I can start making some additional fleets. Because we are making a pretty sizable amount of bang for our buck at the moment. So I'm hoping that via that sort of industrial income and things, we can really, like, I've got another set of IC that are due out at the end of the month as well. Like, it's all positive. I want you to get out of there. And I kind of want to make it so that, yeah, we can rotate these units in and out. And then we may even want to send, yeah, you guys up and around to get them out of that damn place. Okay, Johnson Island. 2 Marine divisions. There's no way we're going to be able to defend that. We do have some battleships. But I don't have sight of what's down there is the only problem. So we will send our 2 groups out. They might not make it in time, but hopefully that unit can hold out for long enough for them to provide a little bit of support. They're not the quickest. That's the only problem. And then can Vogel get a little bit of a nice defensive spot? Okay, Special Forces unit training. 43, and we're doing like a load of tank techs and things now. Okay, so we just lost Johnson Island. And our battleships are a little bit out in the open. But we can have at least a look at what's there. And yeah, I don't need the fuel stockpile. Okay. And it looks like there are no units there, which is really helpful. Like, massively helpful. And they are going to retake all of the holdings that we've taken from them. So that's kind of a bit shit. That's a problem. Right, unless we keep our ships here, but, you know, we could just move past this place. Right, we've got Guam. It's a bit of a stalemate at the moment until I get some more units. And Britain is just absolutely fucked. Like, ugh. We got problems, everyone. I mean, this is not good over here. Like, they've broken out well and truly in 1941. And they've just taken Alexandria, which means, you know, this whole area is going to be in a lot of trouble. Like, a lot of trouble. The only good news, as I say, is that the Soviets are actually doing a pretty good job of holding back the Germans. Okay. So, our light cruisers are online. Our latest batch of ships. And hopefully that's done a little bit for our practicals as well, because we were lacking cruiser practicals pretty massively, whereas now we're going to be up to 12 light cruisers, so I can start putting together another little fleet soonish. So yeah, 1942 for you, and my carriers 43, 42, so a little bit of time, but our next set of IC is about to come on out, which is pretty cool. And our battleships are in position there. Right, let's get you back home, I think. Let's try and maybe blockade this a little bit. Okay, metal for money, sure thing. I mean, we could just go from here straight for Naha. I mean, what's the range on these? So, I mean, they're within range. We could go for it and just say, fuck it, let's take Formosa. Get some decent airfields. I don't think that'd be the worst thing in the world, to be honest with you. And then our supplies are there. San Francisco looking good. And yeah, we are doing a little bit of attritional damage to their navy, but we need to get our ships the hell out of Dodge, really. Like, otherwise we're going to have a really bad time. And I'll take a little bit of fuel. And I don't need any more HQs, that's for sure. If there's one thing we've got enough of, it's HQs. And we're not going to punish the enemy at the moment. We can avoid that. We just want to get our marine units the hell out of Dodge here. And, oh, they're going for Wake Island. Well, we've got a decent garrison there. And I do have a battleship squadron, so I say we go for it. Whoa. Okay, so we've had a shatter occur, but that's okay. And I'm interested to see what the hell it is that's going to be fighting us over here. do I leave... Yeah, I think we just leave the destroyer escort at the moment. And we try and send all of our naval assets over. Because it could be a major battle there. And the destroyers can just hold it down for a second. We're leaving them a little bit light on cover, but that's okay. And let's get you back. Right, all of you. We're going to get you home. And our Wake Island combat thing is about to start. And I really want to blow up some fools. Ten versus 10. Okay, so there is a carrier there. But one carrier versus a lot of battleships with aircraft cover shouldn't be too bad. And then our carriers are on the way as well. So the battleships are doing well as a starting point. We just want to attrition their navy down if we can. So we have managed to catch them. I'm not seeing much by the way of additional victories here. Alright, let's do CAG duty or naval strike. Okay, and it looks like we did win that battle. Now, I don't know what direction they're going to be heading in. That's the only thing. So, we could fan out our forces a little bit. And I would imagine they would move back in one direction, but we'll see. And I'm happy to pay money. Yeah. And we are fanning out. Oh. I think I can see them. And we've got an option to sink a carrier here by itself, so I'm going to try and follow this through if I can. And I'm going to move you down to try and intercept. You can move in that direction, and you guys can move down south as well. Did you not get them? And the answer is, it doesn't look like they did. Right, so the battleships, I'm going to move back here and act as point cover. And then you fine gentlemen are going to move back to Guam proper. And then we're going to be a little tiny bit sneaky, I think. In a second. So the 7th. So the 6th, yeah, you fine gentlemen. We're going to wait for them to move away, and then we're going to jump in. 6 metal in San Francisco. Oh, I don't think we need to do that. And yeah, so there's some of the ship losses that we took. Never good, but it's okay. It could be worse. We could be Britain and be losing literally every single ship we've got available. And then we can spring the old trap. So that was a decent little victory there around Wake Island. We took out a little bit more of their transport capability. And yeah, we'll take that unit. And extreme combat tactics. The Congo is indeed lost. I don't know if we did that actually. That might be the British. Which would be a more worthwhile thing that they've done recently. And our metallurgy. Everything looking good. Really? You don't have range? Seriously? There we go. This guy will do. And can we get you over to there? Indeed we can. Happy days. And some more transports and destroyers. Not going to say no to that. Thank you very much. And no, we're keeping the current units. And I think that's the game signifying it's going to crash soon. So that's no fun. I can sort of learn now because we stopped getting images on events. Okay, and we're repairing a pretty decent amount of units there. Let's get the destroyer groups and bring them over to here. And yeah, we were in a good spot. And crude oil for money. And no, I don't want any more veteran units, please. No, not that veteran. Alright, so. Now the question is, do we go now, or do we maybe actually take all of these units instead? So it'd be about 6 divisions that we'd be sending towards Formosa. You know what? We're going to take Formosa. We're going to do that. Right, I'm going to hit save here, and then I'll be back in a moment. And well, it's looking like sort of intervals of time are definitely going to be the way that I'm going to have to do these going forwards, to be honest with you. But, you know, that's okay. It is what it is. Sometimes these things happen and you have to do them like that. But, oh well, it is a bit of a shame, but it could be worse. Right, so we don't exactly have much by the way of decent destroyers and things to chuck in, but we do have a few units that are fairly well organized. So we're going to build these guys back up to strength. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Did we want everything? Oh no, the defense division doesn't need to leave. And neither does the big red one. You guys are here to defend. We are going to go for Formosa though. So, for that initiative, we're going to have about 100,000 to land there. They do have some victory points on here. 10 points is actually sizable. And right now we haven't got any, so yeah, 10 is not bad at all. In fact, 10's like more than most of the mainland stuff. So Naganoa, Tokyo, Yokohama, Nagoya, Kyoto, Osaka, Kanazawa, Suzuki, Nagasaki, Svebo, Hiroshima, Yeah, we got a lot of options here. So we can definitely make this work. And we're nearly doing a full production queue. Very close now to doing a full production queue. We've lost Rota, but we have, as I say, drawn off some of their forces. So I'm thinking we just go straight from Guam, to be honest with you. That's where my mind's at the moment. And I'll actually pump a little bit into supplies, because we don't have much by the way of supply at the moment. So these guys are pretty much fully repaired. The aircraft wings are not perfect, but they're okay. And we're going to leave those destroyers behind. And then we're going to send... Where do we want to land? Probably in the north if we can, but it's close to the mainland. We might be better going over to here, actually. So, yeah, we're going to launch an invasion of here in the South Taiwan Strait. And then once we've taken Formosa stroke Taiwan, hopefully that'll put us in a really good spot. So we're going to send our units out, and we're going to provide a little bit of point support. Okay, this is a light carrier group, and we've evaporated them, which is good. And another one though. Okay. It's interesting. So we did manage to get rid of some of their ships. That wasn't very good though, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't want to encounter resistance. So the fact I have makes me a little bit worried about Guam, but shit. We're like entering the main... God, the main trade lane here. Looks like our carriers have screened pretty effectively. We could stop, but... Hey, you know what? We're taking out a lot of ships here. So I think we just carry on forwards because we are interdicting them. And we are within close support range now of our motor torpedo boat groups and one of our cruiser divisions. So we're going to use our cruiser divisions to act as a little bit of a screen. And I do have some long-range submarines that I can use to act as a screen as well. So I'm actually going to use these guys on a convoy raiding mission as a decoy. And I think those things are okay. How good. Oh, stolen some radar plans. Now we're going to send our HQ in and around, and we're going to send everyone else around, is what I'm thinking. Oh, that could be worse. This is actually going fairly well. We actually want to send, yeah, the motorized unit around. And, oh, the unit has arrived. Oh, who doesn't love a bit of island hopping, everyone? When in doubt, island hop away. Although that particular battle isn't one I wanted. Hopefully I can surround and take them out. And yeah, it looks like our motor torpedo boats are doing the job that we intended. Okay. Let's try and just hold that. Head around the flank. Okay, so both of these battles are going our way. Hey, boom. Okay, not bad at all. So, we can support attack with you, we can send you forwards, and we can get our Marines head on in. And we did lose a battleship, but they lost 3 battleships themselves, so this is good going, as far as I'm concerned. And let's see if we can't get over the river. Okay, we're down to their last garrison unit. So midget submarines is what they're throwing at us now. Which isn't very good. And we are taking out a lot of their divisions. Ooh. Yeah, the Hiru is making its way over. Right, come on, you've nearly got this. This should not be taking that long. Okay, perfect. Right, all of you. Get the hell in there. Lovely. Okay, good. So, we're going to leave that Marine division behind. We're going to let these guys move forwards. And we're going to send our HQ around to support. And then we're going to send, yeah, a little bit of extra help this direction. Because that's not good. And we're actually going to send our cruiser squadron back towards the Philippines. And if I can take Tabay, that would be amazing. And there's a lot of reinforcement required. This is a bit of an endurance battle, this one here. Need to take this before they can reinforce it. That's the key. Okay, lost yet another heavy cruiser. It'd be interesting to see what their losses look like, actually, after all of this, because we've not really lost anything, and yet they've lost a lot of naval units. Stop you attacking. And we're going to send out our cruisers on a little bit of a patrol mission, just to make sure they don't reinforce the rest of the island. And yeah, we caught something else. Yeah, another few destroyers. And there's a multiple combat penalty going on. Ah, we lost a carrier, but so did they. That wasn't good. I don't really want to lose any carriers, if I can help it. This looks like it's going in our sort of direction. Okay. I think we definitely still want to get these guys back to port, to be honest with you. We were able to get one of their more strong carriers, but I didn't really want to lose any carriers myself, so that's not great. Gold mining, not bad. And the mortal combat penalty is really fucking these guys over. And we've actually got you that can join in as well. Just want to end the episode on taking this if I can. Don't crash. Nope. Okay, so United Nations. Texas has lost. Entertain the troops. I think our sailors love the Andrews sisters, apparently, whatever that is. I'm not very familiar with American stuff. What the hell, send them all? Yeah, send them all, fuck it. Okay, so we've got like 100 IC that we can use as well. So we must have some things coming online relatively soon. And yeah, I don't think I need any HQs. Short term and economic. Bit of mine expansion? Who doesn't like a little bit of mine expansion? And moving on round. And is this battle finally going our way? Are we finally finishing it? And we can expand our heavy industry. And yeah, I will help you build some destroyers, world. Right. You've got to be nearly done. Right. And still going to try it. The Ranger being lost is a pain. And Tokyo Rose, Ise. And yeah, let's go. Let's help out. Okay, it looks like Vogel's finally got this nailed down. And it looks like Tibet is nearly ours. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, to be honest with you. Let's try and kill him. Tank arsenal. And I don't want to give any metals away or anything, only because, like, I've still got industry coming online, and knowing my economy, I'm just going to tank it if I start trading things away. Although, my energy does look very strong. So, we might be alright. Merchant sub... yeah, volunteers. And yeah, some more convoys and things wouldn't be terrible. And Commando Battalion. I'm going to want to spawn that down here with the rest of my like random units. And again, that's going to save even more IC, and we can probably start thinking about building more things, to be honest with you, but let's just finish doing this Formosa attack, and then I can go away and do some of that building separately. And let's hold you in place. Move you there. Let's get the combat going. So, taking Formosa feels quite a big achievement, to be honest with you, because it opens up a pathway towards Kyushu. And if we can do that very early... Oh, money shortage imminent. That's not good. I shouldn't have a money shortage imminent, but I'm assuming that's because I paid a huge amount of money for Bing Crosby. So I can only blame myself for that. Okay, and they are making their way up the Aleutian Islands, but I'm not worried. Yeah. We've still got a lot of time see we've got a battle going on here. Yep, and a victory. Okay, so we've managed to take Formosa, or Taiwan as it's known today. So that gives us a jumping off point, which is very useful. I think we're at the point where I probably want to call it an episode for now, because the game will probably start to... Why did suddenly a load of units spawn? That seems kind of bullshit. Hack. That seems a bit bizarre. I can tell no one's worked on stuff with the US for a very long time. It comes across very easily. Okay, that was weird. I'm not going to carry on that attack. We're going to hold that in place. Okay, random spawning garrison units. Fair enough. Okay. Right, I'm going to call it an episode there. Right then, thanks everyone. It's the 15th of January 1942. We will jump back in a little bit later once I've dealt with this. And we also might skip forward in time a little bit, because really, all I'm going to be waiting for at this point is a load of my additional, like, marine units and things to start coming online. And that won't be until sort of March, April time. So I might as well skip forward to that point and save you guys a bit of a bore, really. So thanks for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and the United States campaign. Thanks again. Bye-bye.